Hello, welcome to March Astrology. This is focusing on the first half of March and specifically for the new moon in Pisces, which is March 6th. Thank you for joining me. My name's Donna Page and my website is Living Light Astrologer. So we begin March 1st is a Friday, which is the day of Venus, and Venus goes into Aquarius square Uranus. And what that means is that there's this desire for a lot of excitement and change and newness in relationships. Venus in Aquarius desires friendship. Can we connect? Do we belong together? Can we express our opinions and disagree and agree to disagree and enjoy that exchange of what can you bring to my life that is different, that's unusual, that's unique. March is very complicated in many regards, as there is a lot going on. We have Mercury going retrograde on the 5th, and then it goes direct later in the month on the 28th. We have Uranus going into Taurus, which is a big deal because it's now entrenched. It dipped into Taurus last July, August, June, July, August, September, and now it will be entrenched in Taurus for the next several years. And Chiron has gone into Aries, which it will be there for the next few years. Chiron has a 52-year cycle. Uranus has an 84-year cycle. And all of this together with the new moon, the full moon that's happening the day that the sun goes into Aries, that equinox energy, the world point, axis point, promises to be a very filled month of a lot of change, and mostly for friendships and understanding each other, bringing out compassion and getting back to that sense of connecting with the whole, finding creativity, finding art, finding what you love, what you feel that allows you to merge with the infinite. It is a very spiritual process, not necessarily easy because the energies are quite complicated. So let's look at the March retrograde for Mercury. Mercury's going retrograde at 29 degrees of Pisces, which is called on a fixed star called Shiat. The ancients called it the star of sorrow and suffering. Mercury is thinking ideas. You may hear a lot. It's about things that are going wrong, things that I wish something could be different. The why me, why did this happen to me, or why did this happen to my friend? And because Venus is in Aquarius right now, it can really be that you're about listening. A lot about listening, empathy, and compassion of the wounds that others have experienced. Because Chiron going into Aries, and Mercury it's with Mercury right there. That vibration can be is like, okay, look at let me tell you where I have been hurt, where I have been wounded, and let me share with you how I have overcome things, how things have gotten better for me, because Chiron's also the healer. Then the new moon, the Pisces new moon, the next day on the 6th. So we have this beautiful Pisces new moon at 15 degrees of Pisces, conjunct Neptune. And Neptune is the modern ruler of Pisces, bringing out again that creativity, that sense of compassion, that sense of enjoyment, that sense of being able to feel what other people feel. This is very good time if you're into meditation, into yoga, into music, into film, into photography, to start that again. And every new moon is a time where the qualities of that sign, the qualities that that sign brings to us, that territory of that, to start something in that. So do you have a photography project? Do you have a music project? Do you have something that you want to do that develops your spiritual wholeness? Excellent time for that, especially because we have this sextile with Saturn and it's sextile with Mars. And what that means is that the Sun, the Moon, and Neptune are more or less at the midpoint, halfway, and the energies are being brought in. So Saturn and Capricorn and its rulership. And then that sense of being able to make the plan, be realistic. Now, Neptune doesn't want to be realistic. Neptune says, dream it. You know, there's a place for dreaming. There's a place to escape. There's a place to go beyond. But Saturn in Capricorn says, no, let's bring it down to the earth. We live on the earth. Let's ground it. Let's make it real so we can experience it, so we can touch it. So bringing that practicality into your dreams, into your vision. And Mars in Taurus wants that sense of being able to build. Now, think of Mars more than the warrior planet, because Mars is the action planet. But being in Taurus is to take it slow and build upon it. So we also have the flame, the Vesta here with it. And so that's the building the flames. You know, what is deep in your heart that is yours to keep close in your heart. And this is also what the energies are suggesting. There may be some visions that you have that are important to keep close to your heart and share them only with people that will support you and not be the, you know, oh, you can't do that, or that's unrealistic. So keep that which belongs close to your heart, close to your heart. So the Uranus going into Taurus, I have a whole other video on that. It's a big energy, a big shift. So you may feel these rumblings that are happening around the new moon time very, very strongly. And so the next few days after the new moon and the moon going into Aries, it's like action, action, action. What action can you take on that is super strong. And then what will happen is that we will have these squares to Jupiter, which wants to overdo things, but also brings that sense of, hey, have confidence. You know, and on and off this whole year, we have a Jupiter-Neptune square, which can be, you know, believe in self and confidence. Yes, can it be the balloon going up so high that is it going to escape? You want to keep some kind of anchor on it, but the anchor is coming with the strong Saturn and Pluto. And right now, actually, for this month, the anchor also can come from the Mars and Taurus, saying just do a little bit every day, and things will be able to come into place for you. Speak your truth. Part of this is speaking your truth. As this Mercury retrograde in Pisces is happening, and wherever in your chart that this new moon falls, which house is falling in your chart, then there's this extra surge of energy. And the Mercury retrograde, this year's Mercury retrograde is in water signs, very intuitive, very, very good for journaling and writing and getting in touch with the emotional body and clearing out any kind of emotional stuff, emotional crap that needs to go. But where Mercury is going retrograde, especially, you know, with this new moon in your chart, what house is the time that Mercury will spend quite a bit of time there to go over things, to rethink things, to come up with new ideas. And how will they be? They will come through visions. They will come through dreaming. They will come through your journaling. They'll come through when you're taking a shower or taking a walk. And it's like, oh, just come. Grab that energy, because as the Neptune Pisces energy is, it can, you know, slip away quite easily. So that's strong for the first half of the month, for March. And as we're preparing for this surge later of the month, stay tuned. Please subscribe, and then hopefully I'll show up again, and you'll be able to catch the equinox, the sun in Aries, with the full moon on the same day. And it is special because we're getting 2 full moons in Libra this year. So the universe is giving us a double whammy of, do you have your relationship life in order? Is it in balance? Is it bringing you peace and harmony? And if not, there's these clues from this universal language called astrology that brings to it. Thank you again for watching, checking in. And again, my name's Donna Page. Please subscribe and let me know what you think.